Let me tell you what I think should be gone. The notion that Terence Bud Crawford should move up 3 weight classes, 21 pounds, to fight Canelo Alvarez.
I thought it was going to be. I just think Crawford's real special. I think Canelo's really good, really good. But I think Crawford is special. I know he hasn't fought the resume everyone wants, but you have that or you don't have that ingredient. I think he has it.
Versus Crawford.
Well, I'm a giant Crawford fan because I think he's the best switch hitter since Marvin Hagler. I also think Canelo is slowing down, and Canelo is more of a one-punch fighter now than the combination fighter he was.
Canelo might have just made the biggest mistake of his life. Remember this date, September 14th, in Las Vegas. It's official. The biggest name in boxing, Canelo Alvarez, will fight one of the most dangerous finishers in the sport right now, Terence Bud Crawford. 2 champions, 1 fight. But here's the problem. Canelo might be walking right into a trap, and almost everyone in boxing can see it, except him. Crawford is known as a once-in-a-generation talent, a fighter who completely destroyed Errol Spence Jr. like it was nothing.
And then the best man did his thing, man. Crawford, I knew he was crafty. I told everybody he got a new nickname, Crafty Crawford, and he showed all that craftsmanship here tonight. The speed was too much. That 140 moving up, it happened to me and Pacquiao. Those little guys, as they move up, they bring all that speed, and he also had the power, and Spence was just a little slow. I thought he was a little slow against Danny. That's why he didn't stop Danny. He stopped Ugas, but I thought he was a little slow, and that thing that he does that's never been broken, jab, 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 boom, body shot. Jab, jab, body shot. It's never been broken till now, till today, till tonight, and now the new undefeated, undisputed champion of the world, Terence Bud Crawford. Salute. 3.
And now, he's chasing greatness in a way we haven't seen since Sugar Ray moved up to fight Hagler.
You know, what about Crawford do you think can bridge the weight gap? Or like with you, what did bridge the weight gap? Because a lot of people are just saying, hey, Canelo's just too big for someone like Terence.
That's true, but you know what? There's always a way. Put it that there's always a way. There's always a way to win.
Meanwhile, Canelo has been playing it safe, only fighting opponents everyone thought he would beat. But Crawford is different. He's not just another big money fight. He's undefeated, ranked number 1 pound for pound on almost every list. And the thing is, he has nothing to lose and everything to prove.
I think Terence Crawford right now in the sport of boxing is the pound-for-pound best fighter in the sport of boxing right now.
Let's talk about how Terence Crawford has secretly been preparing for years and why so many fighters and boxing legends think Canelo is taking a huge risk. First, Canelo is a beast, no doubt about it. He's fought some of the toughest names out there, GGG, Bivol, Jacobs, Kovalev, and more. But here's the thing. Canelo is not the same fighter he was 5 years ago. He's slowing down, depending more on timing and throwing lots of punches. And most importantly, he's never faced anyone quite like Terence Crawford.
I don't respect him anymore because he say, I'm not going to do what they want me to do and this and that. And then he tried to, maybe Turki Al-Rashid told him, hey, you need to do something because you seem so nervous in Riyadh. So and he tried to he walking me back, and that's why I pushed him. And, you know, like I say, don't with me.
Does it bring a different Canelo then?
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, you watch Saunders fight, right?
Which one? The Saunders. Oh,
he pissed me off. He pissed me off.
Yeah. This fight feels like Canelo is being overconfident, maybe even desperate. Think about it. His last few fights didn't have the same energy as before. He beat Charlo, sure, but honestly, Charlo looked like he was there for light sparring. Fans weren't impressed. People started questioning Canelo's legacy, asking if he's now avoiding real challenges.
Running from Benavides. What is that? I mean, imagine if I ever ran from anybody. Like, did I run from somebody in my career? No. Did Chavez run from somebody in his career? No. Chavez was 87-0. Imagine that. So to me, that's the all-time greatest.
Canelo Alvarez's recent fight against William Skull was disappointing. There were no big knockouts, no viral moments, and no amazing combinations. It was just 12 rounds of Canelo doing enough to win, but not the kind of performance we expect from someone who calls himself the face of boxing. He looked flat, like he was just going through the motions. His speed wasn't there, his sharpness was missing, and the hunger seemed gone. It felt more like a retirement tour than the reign of an undisputed champion.
That he is now begun the descent. He's not in his prime anymore.
I did see him slow down. I think his feet were a little slow. I saw his left hand was a little hurt. I don't know if it was from an injury beforehand but I did see something in his left hand. Given the fact that it was an 18 by 18 ring, which gives Canelo the advantage, and he couldn't stop him. I mean, it goes to show you that, his abilities are still his abilities, but in his mind, he wasn't confident enough to go out there and just knock him out. But when he dropped him, you just go after him, throw a barrage of punches, and the referee stops it, especially if you're in Mexico. It goes the 12 rounds, and he's going to get the criticism. He brought that upon himself.
Then suddenly, Crawford's name came up. For Canelo, it looked like the perfect PR move, the perfect chance to prove he's still the man. But here's the problem. Terence Crawford isn't some media stunt. He's a real threat, a walking nightmare with gloves on.
Enough. He knows what he needs to do. But if he prepares for one thing, you come to the ring and do something different, that I know what it was that night. That night, he knew he had to impress. And he knew that, if you know Terrence's style, he's trying to line up that straight left, you know. And he got to a point where that became, I gotta have this firework at the end of the night. And that's what he was stuck on. He won't make that kind of mistake against a Canelo Alvarez. And again, coming to the ring, I don't think he expected Madrimov to have this counter-punching style that he came to the ring with.
Yeah, Crawford is built different. He's not just beating fighters. He's been dominating whole weight divisions, from lightweight to super welterweight. He's already moved up 3 divisions, and each time he's completely cleared out the competition.
Crawford he believes he's on it. Like, he believes he's the one. So that's the difference between him and any other fighter that Canelo fight. Because people fight the idea of Canelo Alvarez opposed to fighting the individual. The thought of him is what puts fear in their heart. But he doesn't care about that because he's Terence Crawford, so it's a totally different thing. So if he can implement his strategy and ride it out to the end of the fight, he's going to be successful. But if Canelo can do what he needs to do, and his timing has to be on point. He's not that fast as Crawford is. It's all about time.
Now, he's moving up 2 more weight classes to fight the so-called face of boxing, Canelo Alvarez, at 168 pounds. That's crazy. But if anyone can do it, it's Bud. He's not just gaining weight. He's doing it the smart way. He's training at high altitudes, sparring with light heavyweights, and has Floyd Mayweather in his camp guiding every step.
That's it. I'm hunting everything that he got, and I'm going to take it come September 13th. I want all the people in the stands that booed me, they're going to cry when they go home. They're going to cry.
Go ahead.
Wow.
Crawford isn't coming in as a small guy just trying to survive. He's coming in to dominate, just like he did with Errol Spence, who was supposed to be the most feared fighter at 147. But Bud didn't care. He figured Spence out in real time, adjusting to every jab, every movement, and every pause in Spence's rhythm, making him look like he didn't even belong in the ring.
Canelo couldn't knock out Charlo. Or you really think that he's going to knock out Crawford? Terence Crawford to beat a Canelo Alvarez, even at 168. Everybody can call me crazy and whatever you want to say. I get it. Y'all didn't believe me when I told you about Spence, but trust me, Crawford will figure out a way. I know a secret y'all don't know, and I ain't going to tell you why I would pick Terence Crawford, but it's part of the secret is the reason why I'm picking him to win the fight.
That's Bud's real strength. He doesn't just fight with his fists. He fights with information, instinct, and controlled aggression. He stays calm and calculated, but when it's time, he becomes precision executioner. So if Canelo thinks this is just another fight, that's a big mistake. You can't overpower someone who's already outthinking you before the fight even starts.
Because you have Crawford jumping up 2 weight classes to fight Canelo, who's a natural light heavyweight. Crawford, who couldn't push back Madrimov. Life and death with Madrimov. What do you think Canelo's going to do to him? Run him out of the ring. You know what's laughable also? Dana White being named the promoter of this fight, considering he's never been in the boxing space. Has no stable of boxers. He didn't negotiate. And is being handed this fight on a silver platter and called promoter. He's the trust fund baby of boxing. That's it. The trust fund baby of boxing. And get this. The fight will take place during the day on September 13th in Las Vegas. During the day. So Canelo will fight during the day on Netflix just to accommodate UFC Noche later that evening on a different network. So does that mean this fight isn't important? Do they not give a about the fans or viewership? Why is it that Canelo has to fight during the day on Mexican Independence Weekend? And UFC with a roster of names I've never heard of is going on prime time. Cinco de Mayo. He's fighting in Riyadh and now he's fighting during the day on the biggest weekend in boxing. Yeah, Canelo will fight anywhere. Anytime he's told because he doesn't give a all he cares is about the money. Doesn't give a
Now, let's talk about the big question. Size. People say Canelo is too big for Crawford. That's what casual fans think. But the truth is, size only matters if you know how to use it. And lately, Canelo has been fighting smaller opponents anyway. Charlo was smaller, Ryder was average, and Caleb Plant was slick but didn't have much power. And remember when Canelo moved up to fight Bivol? Bivol didn't knock him out. He just gave him a boxing lesson with movement, timing, and straight punches.
Still favoring Crawford in the fight, or has your opinion changed?
I mean, I've always favoured Canelo in the fight.
Well, I've heard that you want Canelo to win, but you
of
feel
course,
big.
Yeah, I like Terence. But I've worked a lot with Canelo, and I think just because of what I saw in Riyadh, and because of the threat, and he's getting on as well, Crawford, but it's just like the mindset of Crawford. Like, there's no doubt in Terence Crawford's mind that he wins this fight. And when you spend a bit of time with him, you kind of start buying into that. And I guess that's what happened in Riyadh, because I travelled with him to the fight, and but it's a 50-50 fight. I think gun to head, I'm probably picking Crawford right now. But I want Canelo to win. And he can win for sure. But Terence is going to make it really tricky and awkward for him. And I don't think he's going to like that kind of fight.
And guess what Crawford is best at? Controlling distance, landing with precision, perfect timing, and using his high ring IQ.
However they rate me, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we got to fight, and I'm going to win the fight. It's simple.
About if there's any rematch clause with this fight with Canelo?
No, it's not.
Is that something you push for?
No, I didn't.
And is any weight restrictions to the fight at all?
No, it's not.
A lot of fighters would like to put on a weight restriction to this type of fight. Why didn't you want to do that?
Because I want him at his best. I don't want no excuses. I don't want no, reasons why, he didn't feel good or anything.
Canelo has the power, but Crawford has faced big punches before. And if anyone knows how to take away that threat, it's Bud. He's not going to stand in front of Canelo and trade hooks. He'll create angles, set traps, and change the game plan in the middle of the fight. Canelo has fought brawlers and boxers, but he's never faced someone who can do both the way Crawford can.
However they rate me, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we got to fight, and I'm going to win the fight. It's simple as that.
About if there's any rematch clause with this fight with Canelo?
No, it's not.
Is that something you push for?
No, I didn't.
And is any weight restrictions to the fight at all?
No, it's not.
A lot of fighters would like to put on a weight restriction to this type of fight. Why didn't you want to do that?
Because I want him at his best. I don't want no excuses. I don't want no, reasons why, he didn't feel good or anything. I want him at his best.
Here's something people don't talk about enough: momentum. Crawford is in his prime, like at his absolute best. He just had the biggest win of his career. He's undefeated, healthy, mentally sharp, and laser-focused. Meanwhile, Canelo has been in a strange place. He's had injuries. He's talked about retiring, and lately, he's acted more like a businessman than a boxer.
See that fight now differently based on how Canelo performed against Skull Eddie?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah? Oh, wow.
It wasn't just the fact that he couldn't cut the ring off. I just feel like the timing now, the age, Canelo is amazing. I mean, not just because of his ability and what he's accomplished, but the fact that he still has the desire for those training camps and those fights. But I just feel like that desire might be fading a little bit. Not because of his love, but just because of age and life. Do you know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, like the Crawford fight will definitely get him up for it. But I was actually watching that fight thinking I wouldn't be surprised if he retired and actually didn't fight Crawford, because I don't think he'll want to lose to Crawford, a much smaller guy, just because he's at the end of the road. But the fight's so big and the money's so big, he's going to have to take it. I bet he retires after that.
That edge and hunger. Crawford has plenty of it. And remember, Canelo has over 80 professional fights if you include his amateur career. That many fights take a toll, even if you're very tough. The more experience you have, the harder it can be to change your strategy during a fight. And that's where Bud is best. As Andre Ward said, Crawford doesn't even need to win the first few rounds. He studies you, then takes control.
I'm going with Terence Crawford. You know, big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against you. You know, it ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this the last couple of years. I'm not betting against Terence Crawford against nobody right now. You got to show me that you can.
If Canelo doesn't take control early, he'll be in big trouble later in the fight. And trust me, Bud knows how to finish fights. Right now, Bud's camp is full of energy. Andre Ward is sparring with him again, the same guy who helped him get ready for Majimov. Ward has fought in Canelo's weight class and knows how to handle size. He's giving Bud tips on how to block power punches and find openings in defense. They're not just building strength. They're making a plan, training with bigger fighters, working on the jab, and focusing on southpaw strategy. Bud is treating this fight like a puzzle, not just a brawl. He's even using special training like barefoot sprints, running at high altitude, and cold recovery. He's not trying to catch up. He's building an advantage. Meanwhile, Canelo's team seems normal. Same old training, no changes. That's risky when your opponent is changing the whole game. Even boxing legends don't all agree on this fight. Floyd Mayweather stays neutral, but clearly respects Crawford's smart boxing. Andre Ward fully supports Bud. Roy Jones Jr. said Crawford might be the best finisher of our time. Shakur Stevenson said Bud has better instincts than most and knows how to finish strong. Crawford is like a surgeon when he senses weakness. So yes, some people believe in both fighters, but the experts with the best boxing minds are favoring Bud. They see this fight as skill versus power. And nowadays, skill wins more often.
Bud is the best finisher in boxing.
The best finisher?
Yes, in boxing. Name a finisher that's better than Bud.
There's a Russian monster named Better BF. If Better BF gets you hurt, nigga, what? Oh my God.
Bro.
Better BF is putting.
Bro, you know why he's not the best finisher?
Why?
Because he had Bavard hurt in that last fight. For sure.
Did he? I don't remember.
Yes. I was right there watching it.
I don't remember that.
I seen him hurt. When he started just moving all around the ring, trying to survive, he was hurt.
I don't remember that.
Okay.
I think Bivol got the excellent Bivol. That's one of the best boxers today right now.
Agreed. I think he is.
He might be in the top 3. He might be in that top 3 right now. I don't blame him. Bud's a bad man.
Bud beat Canelo, he the greatest.
Favorite fighter right now, Bivol?
Yes. In boxing, for sure.
Who's your top 3?
Here's the truth. Canelo's legacy is complicated. Yes, he's a champion in 4 weight classes. Yes, He unified the 168-pound division, but there's always been some doubt. The close decisions with GGG, the loss to Bivol, and the accusations that he picks easy opponents. This fight with Crawford is his chance to prove the critics wrong, to say, I fought the best and beat the best. But the problem is, what if he doesn't?